Alright. Another day, another stream, and tonight it will be because it is Sunday. It will be Safari Sunday. And well, there's only one shiny that I've been missing. That's Shuckle. Still haven't gotten that shiny. It's it is somewhat tricky to get because of the mere fact that RNG manipulation with rock smash is really unreliable in general. And you only get eight encounter around 10% of times essentially. And it doesn't make it easy. But I will definitely not give up on that. And I'm very happy for all of you to join me. Hey there, Van Mings, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And you too, Ditto, welcome back to the stream. Or should I say, wie geht's, willkommen zurück. Alright, so carefully put a berry in there. I already set up everything that I need on Pokéfinder. I know some people they aren't like when they watch this, they aren't watching it live. Some are actively finding these videos. I mean, I do get comments because of your video on demand at one point. I was able to RNG manipulate certain Pokemon, certain shinies. So I'm really happy that happens. But yeah, just for those people looking for Shuckle, if you are doing the same, that Shuckle is only available in Emerald, and wait a moment. Am I the only one? Yeah. Wait. I hear myself twice. What is going on? So it's also you guys. Yeah, I do. That's not good. Oh wait. I thought it was okay. I'm just. Wait. Hang on. Is it better now? At least I don't hear myself twice anymore. That is weird. I don't get it. OBS. Like last. If I remember correctly. Wait. Oh my god. What am I doing? God, what the hell? Okay, we're already off to a fantastic start. I didn't even the reset on. What the hell? Alright, so it still echoes. Okay. Oh boy. Everything going wrong. Hang on, I'll try to get to the. Why is it doing that? I swear my microphone is doing some weird things. How about now? I disabled desktop audio, but apparently that also disables the music. What the hell? I literally did not change a thing about my settings in OBS. This is very strange. I mean, the failure with me running to the rock. Oh god, need to reset again. Without having the Eontimer on, that was on me, but this is just weird. Oh, it works now. Okay, good. But you can't. At least I don't hear the music. Please do tell me if you do hear the music or not. There's supposed to be background music playing. Not from the game. I muted that. But yeah, welcome back to the stream, Sodium. I hope you're doing good. Again, from me, rest in peace, Prince. Your bird will be very beloved. And well, let's say he did die the biological death, but as the ancient Egyptians put it, there's a second death. That is the death of your name, or the death of the knowledge that you existed. And what you can do now, at least that helped me grieve, is to cherish all the good memories that you had from your bird. Oh, another reset. Jeez. No music? Oh my god, that is very unfortunate. But why is it doing that? It shouldn't be. Okay, hang on. I'll unplug and plug the microphone in again. music right now. And my voice. I hope my voice isn't like double again. I definitely did not clone myself. One, Yana is already a bit too much for the world to handle, so... But yeah, what a start to a stream, huh? But yeah, keep the good, to be serious again, keep the good memories of your pet bird. Maybe have a framed picture of him somewhere, so that you can always think about the good things that he gave you. Oh my god, this game is... Voice is all... Okay, well, it was another case of did you try turning it off and on again? Which I swear, I no idea what that happened. This is so weird. I literally did not change a thing. It was like when I was talking to myself. What stream was it again? Last week? Was talking to myself for a couple of minutes and then chat was like, hello? Are you muted? But I wasn't muted. Wasn't even unplugged. The microphone just gave up that day. I don't know. To be fair, it's an old one. I'll leave for a couple of minutes because there's something. Oh, that was much previous. That was that. Okay, brain, please restart. Okay, I unplugged the microphone. Let me quickly unplug my brain and then plug it in again because not only are there hardware or software issues, there's also wetware issues at the moment. You know, when your brain, that is the moment when you are a polyglot and you're stupid in multiple language, you just stumble across multiple filler words. That's just what happened right now. But now we're here. I put the Pokeblock into the container thing. And hopefully we're gonna see a freaking Shuckle here. Because it's been way too long. Hey there, Amit. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I'm doing good. The stream started out a bit weird. Technical difficulties, biological difficulties. Well, I mean, I do get used to these, but I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, I saw your message, Sodium. You have a new pet bird. Please do send me a picture. Always send me pictures of your pets because I love animals. Reprints 2023 to 2025. I don't know what exact species it was, and I don't know how old they become, but I do know some really small songbirds usually don't live that long. Unfortunately. Teach your bird foul language. That's the first thing he goes for. Hey the Decepticon AI, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Happy Sunday, great day for Generation 3, yes, I agree. Well, any day is a good day for Gen 3 if you ask me. But I do want more diversity in my streams though. But yeah, Gen 3 is not gonna go for a while. I still haven't freaking found my leaf green, but it has to be somewhere. And next week a couple of new furniture sets will arrive and then I can finally unpack. I know, some boxes are still here. That is annoying. I mean, we're pretty much done, but pretty much is not 100%. And I hope you didn't forget to change the time on your devices because now it's summer saving time or summertime. So that was we get 1 hour more of sunlight. Well, depending on the season, you get more. I still don't understand the daylight savings time, why we're still trying to keep it. I really don't see the point anymore. If you really know what it was about, originally, I don't think we should be doing it. But oh well, it's still going on. I mean, the EU has discussed to stop the... Oh, a picture of the new bird. Oh, cute! Does he have a name? Little yellow Borb. Well, Borb. He will Borb soon, hopefully. Caesar. Cesarino. Cesarino. Yeah, Eno is kind of, or Ella. That is kind of a. How do you even explain that? I don't think the English language doesn't have things like that, but some languages like German and Italian have suffixes that you add at the end of words to make them appear cuter. I know it might sound weird, but that's one of those. It's really nice. It was a funny day. I went to Omegle, had 2 crap people saying bad things to me. You doing that again, Amit? Why do you have an addiction to talk to creeps on Omegle? Or, well, I guess in your case, in racists. Jeez, they really got nothing better to do. Imagine thinking you're a better human because your cells produce more melanin. Imagine. Don't need to imagine, that's unfortunately the reality we're facing. I'm static hunting Electabuzz in hard gold. Nice! Good luck with that. I actually got a shiny, yeah, Electabuzz is the middle form, right? Sometimes I've played the games in several languages, sometimes I get the names confused. But I got a shiny in Sword and Shield because I was doing these nest raids where you can get a legendary. Finally started playing the DLC, but also in order to be able to trade some shinies to Patreons or donators who don't want to use home, because yeah, home kind of sucks when it comes to trading. I mean, I've ranted about it for a long time. But I got a shiny Electabuzz, that's neat. First person is a kid who was acting rough and that he's too cool by calling me the N-word or ugly, okay. Or that I'm R-word, oh, okay. So he doesn't want to pull the N-word card, but he does call you the R-word. Interesting. Wearing a mask, so I told him you're wearing it because you're scared. Well, of course. You doing well? Well, you guess well. I mean, that's better than nothing, or not being sure about feeling maybe a bit miserable. Pronunciation.exe has failed to load. I have to restart my brain again. Although it is a bit too late for me to be drinking coffee. When I do find this shiny Electabuzz, what ball should I catch it in? Hard gold, by the way. I always go by color matching. A luxury ball would... Usually luxury balls always work. But if it weren't for the luxury ball, a level ball also looks good. And Kurt's balls are just... In general, I love those designs. Oh, and Van Ming's actually... Let me change something. You came here so many times, you now have the blue wrench of power. Wield it with compassion and care. And handle it with care as well. You're a moderator now. Of course, once I get the membership thing going... well, there's some people who say I don't really want to be a moderator. That's fine, just tell me how you feel. Funny enough, on Omegle I was doing a trick. I had a sword to my head. A sword that is real. Oh, is that the sword that you were talking about? In previous streams, I remember something with a sword. Like you have a real sword at home. It's a real metal sword, and I would show it so that people don't skip me. Yeah, I mean, if some dude was showing you a real actual sword, I'd also be staring. Definitely. Alright, and again, nothing. No encounter, niente, nada. Nichts. Rien. In other languages, I don't know. It's gonna be a Borb soon, maybe. I mean, I'm not I'm not saying you should feed him until he gets obese. But I just have a weakness for borbs. That's why I also love penguins, because they got the silly cuteness from birds. And at the same time they are very chunky. Well, they tend to be chunky. Especially the emperor penguins. My favorite penguins. And just seeing a very round bird, I don't know, it's a vibe. It's kind of similar vibes when you see a cat loafing, but it's a really good loaf. I know this is internet speech, but I mean, when the cat really loafs, that is fantastic, I love it. Funny enough, that kid was holding his fake kid's gun. Like these plastic toy guns. Telling me he's gonna... Oh my god, yeah, just let me hop onto the plane and just fly to some country far away while being a minor and not being able to travel on your own with a fake gun in order to murder someone. Genius. I mean, that's several layers of stupid, Amit. Not you, of course, I'm talking about that kid. Maybe he felt mocked because you were showing an actual sword and he just had his toy gun. I don't know. But that's actually not the weirdest thing you can see on Omegle. I'll never go there. Especially not as a woman. They just... Yeah, I think I shouldn't say out loud what they're doing. Mario Maker's 3D pre-registered levels are so fun. Oh, I haven't played Mario Maker 3DS in a... Wow, not in a while, eternity even. You're welcome, Van Minx. Don't abuse it though, I can take it away again. But, nah, I don't think you're gonna do that. Other person is sadly a Dutch person and I love Dutch people. He called me a Muslim PDF. Oh, come on. And that I should die. I laughed and told him, oh really? And what does that make you? That is just, I don't know. Brain rot is real. What do you even say to this? Do they just go on Omegle for beef? And of course I'm not talking about the meat beef. Well, he's not going for pork. Or well, no. He's not a Muslim, but... Jeez, what's wrong with people? Was the best late birthday gift present? Oh, you're welcome. I mean... To be fair, do you have, you had your birthday lately, I remember that. Do you have, maybe if you have a shiny that you really want from the list, I can give you one. I mean, usually I give shinies when people donate, but I've also been known to give shinies away as gifts. First time on Omegle was really weird. This guy was driving on the road on his cell phone and he drove off the cliff to his death. Oh, I think that is one of those haha funny videos that have been edited and then they just play that, making it look like it's from a phone's perspective, so to speak, just to troll people, which is actually, I mean, it's dark, but reading this and thinking about it, okay, whoa, what do you even think? You wouldn't even be sure, is it actually happening? Like the first few seconds, or is this a prank? Okay, and nothing again. Woohoo! 2DS was lagging due to the sheer amount of coins. How many coins do you have? Like 999? 999 coins. Let's see the list, alright. I have it on my Discord channel, but I can actually give you the links again, that's no problem. Alright, so that is the folder for Emerald Shinies. It's continuously getting updated because sometimes I get new shinies. Well, lately I haven't, but there's literally hundreds of them to pick from. Those are the French Ruby shinies. And then next one is the... Oh yeah, the first one I posted was French Emerald Shinies, my bad. This one is the German Emerald Shiny, so that's the save file I'm playing right now. And then from my Shiny Only Challenge on my German Ruby, that is that list. And then the Sapphire ones. And then what's next? Oh yeah, unsorted Shinies, still need to go around. No, get around to sorting those. It's essentially screenshots of not even all the shinies I have even more, but most are essentially doubles. You know, all the shiny oddish that I got, all the shiny clam pearls, I have multiple. If you really want one in a specific ball, I guess I can check if I have one like that. Most of my shinies are actually on my Pokemon box save file, because it's essentially Pokemon Bank or home for the Generation 3 games. And I'm at the point where I have so many freaking shinies, hundreds of them, that I just can't store them on the save files themselves, at least. Not all of them. Alright, this should have worked. I hope this will work this time. Told him I feel bad for you. What do you seek by calling me a Muslim PDF? Do you even know me? Plus, telling me PDF doesn't make you a good person, especially when you have no evidence. I mean, that is actually really serious. That's a very serious accusation to be making. Just, oh, you're this without any evidence. I mean, I know why he's doing it. He's probably thinking, oh, all Muslims are, you know. It would be really freaking funny in a way. Well, it's not really technically not funny, but it would be funny in an ironic way if he was Christian, because he shouldn't be going around calling Muslims PDFs if he knows about Christians or church child abuse. Oh boy, that would be highly hypocritical. But then again, he's calling you these things on Omegle. I don't think the IQ points are really... I mean, are there any? Told him, if you really think you're strong and rough, calling me a Muslim PDF, go tell a group of Muslims in the face what you told me and let's see who laughs at the end. Nah, he's never gonna do that, of course not. You know, behind the screen you can say anything. And that's why they do it, because they don't have to face repercussions. That's exactly why they do that. That's also why there's some crazy people on unmoderated websites like 4chan. To be fair, not everything 4chan has done is really bad. They have done some good things. But, phew, the things you see on there. Complete brain rot. I legitimately think that if... Oh! An encounter. I really think that websites like this have a really big impact on the psyche of many people. And you're still with me, okay. Oh, I hope that at least this time I'll be able to, I don't know, get some idea of what seed I stumbled upon. Okay, at least I was able to catch it. That's not a guarantee in the Safari Zone at all. Okay. There was some Time Splitters 2 music. Has anyone here played that? Probably not. Oh yeah, I don't have my cutter with me. Forgot. Alright, then let's do the old procedure. We all know it. I'll like to teach them TM10, that is Hidden Power. And then go to this exact trainer that I just visited. Right next to the Safari Zone. She has a Kecleon as her first Pokemon. And Kecleon has color change, which means that if you hit that Pokemon with Hidden Power, you know the Hidden Power type, and that will help you with checking what frame you landed on, if you want to calibrate. Okay, let's see. I already know you're female, you're level 22, even though the level consistency that I get... Oh god, parahacks, okay. They are not really that consistent. And it is a Stahl that is steel. Steel. And what else do you have? You are... Hitsick is Rash. That I know, I remember that. Okay, so there's one here. Let me see what other... Okay, H2. I always check all the methods in this case because I get weird results that don't really make that much sense. Alright, looks like I have to go back and calculate the IVs again. But I'm probably I'm seeing it already. I'm probably gonna get nothing that I can work with. For some reason Shuckle is the only one that gives me those problems. And now the website is freezing. What the hell? Hello. Okay, never mind. Refreshing it. I wanted to do it on my phone, but for some reason didn't let me do that. Does anyone else have a iPhone 15 and sometimes it lags with inputs? Because I really don't want to have a new phone right now, definitely not. Okay, 13, 110, 9 special attack, 99 and 12. Calculate. Apparently special defense is not correct, even though... Huh? Wait, why? It does have 99, so what's the deal? Okay, this is so weird. Well, apparently your HP is pretty bad. Between 1 and 5, so it's definitely not this one that's like 20. Oh, I get nothing that I can work with again. Let me see. No, that's quite the opposite. What the hell? Why does that always happen? Let me see. Maybe if I just put in the IV range. 1 to 5 for HP. 17 to 20. Oh, 17 or 12. Generate. I do get results, but this is so weird. Where are those? Don't make any sense. Okay, well, that looks for another restart. This really sucks, though. I really wonder. This shouldn't be a thing. Oh, hey there, Arch. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Also, my heart is broken. Oh, how come? One of my friends on the internet, his brother told me his brother got... Oh, what? Shot by drunk dudes? Wait, huh? Wait, you can't just drop that and then say, oh yeah, I'm gonna plan to troll people on Omegle. Huh? What is happening, Amit? He actually get shot? Did that happen in Iraq or somewhere else? Should I? I'll try. Alright. Can you remove my blue wrench? I don't need it anymore. Alright. It has happened. The blue wrench is now back to me. Alright, let's hope for the best now. But this is weird. Why is it still not giving me... Don't tell me it's because of the... No, it's not because of the Pokeblocks, because... Why did it work before? With other Pokemon, so I don't think it's that. Just feel a lack of motivation to come here. Oh, you're not... Are you kind of growing apart from the streams or the community? Which, I mean, that is fair. That happens sometimes. Doesn't mean or necessarily mean that it's bad. Oh, I really appreciated that you stay subbed in case it comes back. Thank you, Arch. But yeah, sometimes you just end up being not interested in something anymore. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not angry at you because you had that happen. In fact, I'm glad that you're just saying it out loud in the open. In America, of course. Oh god, what a country. But oh well, maybe I shouldn't say anything because I'm European. We live in a different way. Still got Kaiser in my DMs in case I need an announcement. An announcement. Best wishes, Latias. Yeah, best wishes to you, human. But thank you, Arch. And whenever you feel like coming back, I mean, you know it. You're gonna get welcomed again with open arms. Also Canada, not America. The America was something else. That was regarding to Amit's comment. Comment. Okay, Toodle serial in the future. Alright. I will tell you to, yeah, I would probably tell you to good night, sleep tight, and do not let the bedbugs bite, but you're not gonna go to bed, but until we see each other again. Take care and have a good one. And thank you for the hearts if that is in case oh god, what the hell? Why can't I speak properly today? Keep stumbling on my words. I have stuttering now, which I never have. I guess it's because I did come back home at 4 AM yesterday. Alright. Never post anything on Discord for more than 4 months or show up at all to any stream. That means I'm dead. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's a dark way of saying that. Which I'm gonna disappear for 4 months. Oh, you're gonna troll me now again? I mean, some have disappeared for months and then they came back. And that's completely fine. Maybe you're just not in the mood for these kinds of streams, like Arch doesn't have the motivation for these streams, that's completely fine. Or you just grow out of something. You just, not like falling out of love with something that you used to love, but kind of like that. You're just not that interested in something anymore. And I gotta do it again. Because of you, teddy bear. Alright. Yeah, you're quite the jokester, Amit, I know. But you weren't joking about the gun thing, because that is definitely concerning. Like, you can't just drop that and then say, oh, I'm gonna troll people on Omegle. It's like, whoa, that is whiplash. But if that really happened, then geez, I hope Like, are they in critical condition or something? What's up with so many police sirens and ambulances? For some reason I keep hearing them so much lately. To be fair, that tends to happen when you live close to a hospital, which is good. If something happens, then I'm always pretty close. But still, I do think ambulance sirens sometimes they just give vibes that are slightly melancholic and slightly not scary, but they give you dread. Or at least that's how I feel. Been training at kendo. It's a form of dual. Yeah, I know what kendo is. I had a classmate and also a friend who actually did kendo as well. I don't know how far he is with kendo, but I think he has a belt. You know, with these with fighting sports or contact sports, it's usually, especially the Asian ones, they tend to have a belt system where usually when you start out it's a white belt, and then I know in Taekwondo, which I took classes of, it was what was it again? It was yellow. Yeah, yellow. I reached the yellow one, which is the second one, so that's nothing to be bragging about. I'm not bragging about it. I could have done much better and then gotten the blue and the red one. I think the brown one is the second to last, the penultimate, and then the black one. You know, black belt, that's from karate. A black belt in Taekwondo also means that that's like the best belt you can have. Ahmed, be careful when dressing like a woman on Omegle. Oh, not only are you gonna face racism, you're gonna face sexism as well. Have fun, Ahmed. Not joking about the friend. Oh, okay. Jeez. I think he literally got shot. His brother even sent us a messed up photo. Wait, he just sent you gore? What the hell? Okay, that is really a red flag. That is a big red flag. I know this is tragic, but why would, like, if my brother got, like, into a car accident, I wouldn't be taking a picture and be like, haha, look how his bones are protruding. Ooh, that's what happened. Weird. If you have a shiny Magby, I'd love one, please. I don't have one, unfortunately. I could potentially clone some shinies that I also got legitimately from Ultra Moon, but then I need to use that power save action replay thingy. Which that's not cloning via glitch anymore, that's, I guess, hacking or cheating. Alright, 2 seconds. Can I get an encounter now that I can actually use for something? No? Okay, game, sure. It is weird though. Why do I keep getting these inconsistent results, and why is it always with Shuckle? Why did my message insulting MAGA Nazi man children deleted? Oh, I actually did not see a message like that. Wait, it shouldn't be doing this. I set during the stream settings, I set moderation to none. It shouldn't be doing this. Why is it? God, YouTube is back at it again. I swear I have not deleted that comment because I wasn't even aware of its existence. But yeah, even you as a content creator, you want to say, please, no moderation, don't delete any messages. I want to be the one doing that, or any of my blue wrench buddies. I mean, I have enough of them now. And yet, YouTube just like, nah, I'm just gonna do that. Happens a lot too when Kinox is messaging as well. But yeah, MAGA Nazi man children definitely, I mean, that's already an insult in and of itself. keep trying to do Mikiri counter in Kendo. I don't know what the Mikiri counter is. How does that look like? No, it doesn't work, but wait, it doesn't work? Can't help the shinobi with me and I love trying to use my foot. What do you mean it doesn't work? As in it's like an anime maneuver that is physically not possible to pull off? It's a photo from him in hospital. He was injured and you can see the blood. Oh, okay, but... Jeez, I mean, these images can do something to you. I hope he's recovering. Can I have the shiny Shuckle you're hunting when you get it? Oh, absolutely, you can get that. Absolutely, if I do get it, finally. I hope it will be this stream. Hey there, human name, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? May RNGesus bless thee. Oh, I definitely need that. I've been trying to get this one for freaking months now and nothing. To be fair, I'm only trying it twice per week, sometimes once per week. But still, there's streams where I didn't even get a single encounter, like nothing. But I hope you're doing good, human name. No, it's daylight savings time got changed again. I had to change the clock on all of my devices, which if you're like me, that's a lot of clocks to change. There's several GameCubes, the Wii, the Wii U, or the Switch does it automatically, that's neat. All the other old consoles that have a clock, that would be up to the Dreamcast. All the DS's and 3DS's. Although with some of the GameCubes, their internal battery has run dry, so they don't keep track of the time and date anymore. So once they're disconnected from the... or just turned off, once it doesn't get any electricity anymore, it's always off. I always have to change it. And yes, I could theoretically open up the GameCube and exchange that battery, but I'm too scared to brick the GameCube. My hands are very stupid. Let's not tempt fate. Mikiri counter is a move where you block thirst attacks? You mean thrust attacks? By walking forward and stomping on your enemy's sword or blade. Already did that a lot. Okay, that definitely sounds very anime. Need to change a clock on my DS. Thanks for reminding me, you're welcome. Doing good. Me and my brother got a 3D printer today. Oh, that's amazing. I would love to have a 3D printer. That's amazing. Nice one. Christmas and birthday present for both of us from two families. Oh, that's wonderful. That's really cool. So do you have any plans? What are you going to use your 3D printer for? Hey there, Lectabuzz. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Oi oi. You sound like these Wind Waker. Have you ever played The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker? Because I think that's the first line that gets that you hear in the game. It's oi oi. Why do I remember that? I don't know. My brain remembers the most unnecessary things. And I don't know if you can hear it, but so many sirens outside. I really wonder what the hell is going on. My hands are very stupid, said every autistic person. To be fair, they really are. Do you know how frustrating it is when I have to do something and three-dimensionally and spatially, my brain can play the animation with the object rotating. I can imagine any color, I can imagine any manipulations. I know exactly what to do, but once it comes to, okay, my hands need to do that now, it just fails. It doesn't work. It's really frustrating. Shuckle, yes, indeed, Shuckle. I hate phone calls. I'm also not a fan of phone calls. I commonly interrupt people in phone calls or like Discord voice chat because I still have the thing. I don't really know the cues when I don't have the face of the person in front of me when I can start speaking, and then I interrupt them. They shout "Oi!" a lot in Wind Waker. Yeah, that's true, but I do remember the first line is essentially "Oi!" Your sister keeps doing it in the tutorial. Yeah, I remember that. Oi oi, regular slang in England. Jeez, Brits and their slang. Want to buy the other Ace Attorney games? If only they didn't cost €100 or weren't Japanese copies. Yeah, well, I mean, with Japanese, a text-heavy game, if you don't understand the language, it's kind of pointless. But €100, jeez. I know you got trauma from R4 cards, but at that point, I'd be inclined to go that route, because hundreds, like €100 per copy, you'd go broke very quickly. Might buy the GBA version of Trials and Tribulations. Oh yeah, right, it started on the GBA, a lot of people forget that. Oh, talking about Ace Attorney, Cosmicam here, my husband, he is also a big fan of Ace Attorney. At least my knowledge is also mostly from him. And when I did play the games, they were his cartridges. Planning to 3D print stuff, I don't know. Me and my brother are planning to 3D print a D&D set. Oh, that's, yeah, I mean, that is one really good use case. A D&D set for playing on. I might sell some D&D parts to my classmates for cheap. Yeah, I mean, that's also a good idea. I'd definitely be selling things at conventions if I had one. To be fair, my husband has a friend who has one. So when I do start doing that, I wouldn't have to buy one immediately, but yeah, I'm definitely interested in having a 3D printer at least in one point in my life. There's a video that is funny about a Mexican dude who said the N-word, and some black people passed by and they were like, "What did you say?" And he was like, "CC, I'm Mexican, I can say what's up, N-word." And the black people were like, "Hell yes." Okay. I guess the R4 way is the best way. I don't know if it's the best way, but it's the cheapest way, definitely. I mean, emulation-wise, I do like it that we digitalize a lot of these older games, because I'm all for preservation. If I could have a huge library of everything that we ever produced, so that no lost media was a thing, well, except for really horrible things that we don't need to produce. I mean, I hope I don't let me elaborate that, because I don't want to, but I would definitely keep like a huge library of just media and things and art. So I'm happy that emulation is giving a lot of games pretty much digital immortality, but I'm still very classical about that. I still prefer playing a actual physical copy of a game. It's the same way with DVDs or just movies. I vastly prefer having the DVD, or I have the file of the movie rather than streaming it, because I'd rather own the thing that I paid for rather than pay monthly for a license to be able to watch it. Which, if they ever, like, how many times has it happened that I was watching something on Netflix and then it disappeared because it got pulled away? They just said, "Nah, we're not gonna continue having it," or it just goes to another entirely other streaming platform or something like that. It's really annoying. Need to start playing it and start making streams of it, but only the DS games because I can't emulate 3DS games. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I've never used a 3DS emulator before. I also want to learn to 3D model so I can make custom models and print them as gifts. If you want help with that, you can ask Cosmicam. He's also in my Discord server. He has a bachelor's degree in... I mean, he's my husband, right? Everyone here knows that. He has a bachelor's degree in animation, and he can also animate and do stuff in 3D programs. And there's some free 3D programs that you can use. But yeah, like, imagine not buying your kids toys, but making them and printing them at home. I mean, if I had something like that as a kid, I think my mind would just be completely blown. But yeah, custom models and print them as gifts, that's really neat. I heard there's different kinds of 3D printers that use different materials, but I'm not that well read on the subject. I just have a rough idea on how they work. How much is the average 3D printer? That's a good question. Pretty sure if it's that good my family would buy me one, because, and I don't mean to show off, but my family is rich. Yeah, I mean, if you read between the lines a bit, I guess that, but I mean, I'm happy for you that you didn't have to grow up in abject poverty. That's a good thing. Right. Let's see. And I get an encounter. Great. And it is not a shiny. Of course not. A 25 male looking for a mate. Anyone want this? Oh yeah, that gives me an idea. I wanted to do a physical thing to play ROMs on. Yeah, I've seen that on YouTube. That was actually... I wish I really want that, where people 3D print new N64 cases or SNES game cases or also Game Boy cartridges, and they buy the chips necessary and then they dump a ROM, like a fan-made ROM onto that, and then you have a self-made Pokémon cartridge. I saw people doing that on YouTube. It's amazing. Like, that would be a dream. And there's a lot of tutorials online on how to do that. Alright, I taught you TM10. Let's go annoy the Kecleon lady again. I want to make a recreation of the Game Boy, which I can 3D print the shell for. So a recreation of the Game Boy, are we talking about a console that actually works? Or just a model? I mean, I know that I don't need to tell you that in order for it to work, you need chips and all that. I mean, yeah, you're a smart kid, you know that. But all of these chips you can also buy. Okay, so I did see that it was an adamant one. Adamant male. Oh, you 3D printed a toy for your 4-year-old brother. Oh, that's so sweet. But now he wants more. Can't blame him though. I mean, I think I'd go crazy if I was a 4-year-old again and my parents had this or my sibling had this. Alright, so fire, male, adamant. Let's see, 25. Let's see around the frame 15,000. I don't see anything. What about the other method? No. No. Oh? Hang on. Does that look right with the... yeah? Actually it does. So it was a method H2. Yeah, okay. That seems to be correct with the IVs. Of course, I could be wrong, but let's go for this. Price is lower to enter now, but entry level is still somewhat little expensive. I think, oh, I'd have to ask that friend again of my husband how much she... Was it a gift? Or did she buy it? I don't remember it anymore. Yeah, you need the chips. Are you ever gonna play 5th gen? Yes, I actually have that planned. If I get the 3DS capture card, which I'm pretty close to, at least monetarily. I always set aside money, especially money I got from Patreons, and here I set that aside. And oh, I gotta reset again. And yeah, I hope that I'll get the 3DS capture card this year, and then I'll stream Generation 5 as well. But I think I'm definitely gonna play or stream Generation 4 before that. And Generation 5 RNG manipulation, it's been a very long time. I dabbled in it shortly, but that was a while ago. But I think re-entering something that you already knew at a past point isn't that hard. My older little brother painted the toy, so it wasn't just boring and grey. That's so sweet. That's really neat. You can also combine that with like group activities and just have the kids have fun painting it. And you know, I mean, I already get so many ideas how you can essentially give them whatever toy they want. Oh, come on, game, don't do me like this. Yeah, hoot hoot. Bet. Is it a new game on it, or if you're referring to the Generation 5, I have played through I have Black and Black 2. My husband had White and White 2, or still has them. I don't want to change the save file on my Black, but I deleted the Black 2 one, because all of these Pokemon have been transferred to Generation 6 and up. And I didn't really need that save file, and I wanted to play through it again. So if I'm gonna play Gen 5, it's gonna be Black, my copy of Black 2. But I could also like, I do have a 3DS then, and I could, you know, hack it. Not legal. Excuse me. But yeah, you know, maybe there will be a ROM on there about with White or White 2, maybe, that I could play as well. Maybe, just a suggestion. Told my mom and dad about 3D printers, and they're like, yes, sure, if it's good, really good, then yes, sure, I'm buying. Oh, wait, really? You just said, hey dad, hey mom, look, I want a 3D printer. Oh yeah, sure, just, damn, that's lucky. Good spawn point there, Amit. But I do suggest doing some research. There's that's what that friend told me. She said that I should be careful not just buy one blindly. There's apparently several types, and each type requires a different printing substance. And there's different plastics, and there's some that are apparently not worth their money. But yeah, I mean, that is always a good thing to do, or a smart thing to do. Before you buy something really that expensive, do your research, because that would be really stupid if you just bought it and like, oh, it's incompatible with this, or this doesn't work because I can't get the printing material. I gotta ask her again. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, she's invited to my birthday, so I'm gonna ask her again. And my birthday is pretty soon again. Went and saw the average price between $100 for low quality version to $10,000 for high quality. Okay, 10,000, I think that is industrial quality. I don't think you need one like that, but I don't know. I think I remember a €500 figure from that friend, but I'm not sure. Definitely have to ask her again. No, guys, you're gonna think I'm a spoiled brat. No, I don't think that. And here's the thing, a spoiled brat is like really entitled. I don't really get that entitlement from you. And you help your parents, you clean. If that is true and everything, then you also give something, you don't only take. A entitled, spoiled brat would never ever clean the house for their mom or dad. Like, never, no. No way. They would just say, no, can't you hire a servant for that? I'm not gonna do that. That would be a spoiled brat. I mean, I've known some... I do know some people as well whose parents are millionaires or multi-millionaires. One of them, well, some of them are really entitled. That's unfortunately kind of a problem with some rich people here in Luxembourg. Their children, they're like, oh my god. Like, ask them how much does a pound of bread cost. They have no idea because they never have to do groceries themselves. They say stupid things like, oh, on minimum wage you can live fine in Luxembourg, and they never had, you know, they never were one paycheck away from homelessness. They can't even fathom how that might feel like. And yeah, that would be entitled. I don't really get that from you, Amit. So no, it's all good. You're buying the $500 to $1,000 quality. Yeah, I mean, I would... 100 might sound like a deal, but... I don't know, with some things you don't... There's some things in life where you don't buy too cheap, because you're always gonna get something that's worthless. Be it anything that connects you. I always like to say that. Some people on Reddit say that, but it's true. Anything that connects you to the ground, like tires for a car, or shoes, or the kind of mattress that you're lying on. Oh, gotta reset again. Don't choose that willy-nilly. I don't go with cheap tires with my car. Sometimes it really hurts when I see the bill, but at least I buy tires that are adequate for the season. I don't really like all-round or all-year tires. I don't think they're really good. And I want to be safe when I'm driving out there. And with shoes, I've seen people have their backs messed up because they had a arched foot or the opposite, a flat foot, and they've been essentially wearing the wrong type of shoe for their whole lives, and now they're like 50 something and the back hurts really, really badly. Not talking about haha they're old, of course it hurts. No, like really badly. And the knees and the rest follows. That's usually how this goes. And for some things like electronics, depending on that, you also don't want something too cheap. Because then you might as well just throw the money out of the window. Oh, and about the spoiled brat thing, Amit, I've also had a classmate. He's still a good friend. Still a good friend of my brother. He is one of those people from my high school. Thinking back, most of them, I'm like, I'm glad that person is not in my life anymore, or if they ever will be, I hope they grew into a responsible adult and they're not like that anymore, like they used to be back then. Hope that they change for the better. But he is one of those people that I really had huge amount of respect for. Very well-mannered guy, very polite, very intelligent as well. His dad is a financial advisor in Luxembourg, so you can already guess that he's really rich, but you never would have guessed I mean, he does have, like, he did have designer fashion and a really expensive car, but like he never gave you the feeling of, I'm superior to you because my families are multi-millionaire. Never. Never ever. And I really like him. He's a great person. It's just funny that with all the people who I know that their family are rich, it's either they're really like a fraternity frat boy, really spoiled brat, or the complete opposite, like nothing in between. Probably not watching this stream, but if you are, you are the man. My dad said if it's good to the point it would help us because we are buying the printer for my whole family. Yeah, I mean, that would be even more ideal if not one person is using it, but everyone. Which I'm okay with it. It's not a big deal if I share it. Sharing is caring, as they always say. Hey there, James. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Did you... Oh, no, I'm having hiccups on stream. Oh, no. Why now? What the hell? Hardware malfunctioning, software malfunctioning, wetware, body malfunctioning. What is happening in the stream? Just to say, I've been here for about 15 minutes, but unable to chat working. Oh, okay, it works now. Well, that's no problem. I'm glad that you're here. How's it been so far? So far, no shinies. I've been stumbling over my words again. The brain has failed several times. And at the beginning of the stream, for some reason, my microphone was messing up again, and you could hear me like double. But so far so good. Did you mean send the stream link to me twice? No, actually, no. I think that's a WhatsApp glitch, yeah. Is it just me? I mean, I have the iPhone 15. I don't remember if you have that one as well, James, but I don't know, it's like glitching a lot lately. I don't know what this is, and I really don't want a new phone. That is like, I don't need the latest phone every year. I'm not like that. It's just wasting money. Hey there, Rayman. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? It's actually really good that you're here. I am still in the process of getting, or trying to get, the shiny Shuckle. And the problem is I keep getting frames that I can't find on my Pokéfinder program. And you are among those who actually successfully RNG manipulated that Shuckle. So I wanted to ask you, were you also running into that problem? Where you just got wildly different, like really far away results? Where the calibration was something along the lines of minus 2000, minus 5000 or something. Because this is weird. But I will definitely not give up. I hope you have been doing good, Rayman. Do you know if there's any place to buy cartridge readers for the Game Boy thingy I want to make? I've seen good ones on Etsy, but those tend to be pretty expensive. If you want to go cheaper, you can try AliExpress, but that's like, you know, takes a long time to ship. It's from China, it has some ethical issues. The most cheap cartridge reader things I see are actually at retro conventions, where you can buy them in person. I know a way to remove a hiccup. Well, looks like that was a one-time hiccup, because I'm not hiccuping anymore. Release all the air in your body and then drink a cup of water. Drink it 7 times quickly. I never got a hiccup in like 3 years. To be fair, I've been having singing lessons for about a year now. And since then, the hiccups definitely decreased in in numbers. I haven't had a hiccup in a long time. Pokéfinder isn't always right, but should be like 4,000. Ah, I see. Well, I know, Pokéfinder seems to be a bit glitchy when it comes to Rock Smash, Shuckle RNG, because sometimes I get frames that I cannot find on here. Long time to ship, business as usual. Yeah, okay, that's fair because Fairies Islands. But I'm speaking like several months. Sometimes you can find used ones on eBay for a good price too. So maybe try that as well. I have a 16. I still have 2 years left with my phone company and no extra cost. They just sent me the newest phone. Okay, I mean, sure, that is... Then I understand if you have a contract like that, that you get the newest phone. Give them back my old one. Ah, okay. Yeah, we have those here as well. If it weren't for that, I'd still have an 11. Yeah, if it weren't for that specific contract in Luxembourg, where back then when you were a student, you could get the iPhone. You didn't have to pay the iPhone, you'd only have to pay the subscription, essentially, for mobile. And that is, I mean, that's the reason why I have an iPhone. I'm actually not an Apple fan. I don't think iPhones are better than Samsung phones or Huawei phones or whatever. But it is definitely, I have them because of convenience. Are you good? Save one step before Safari Guy? Yes, I do that as well. Long time to ship. Months is a lot. 3 months, 4 months, yeah, that is a long time to ship. At least in my eyes, it is. Right, going back. Hey there, Alex, welcome back to the stream. So glad to see you here. How are you doing? How's it with daylight savings time? Have you done that? It's funny, especially on that night yesterday, I wasn't able to stream. I came back at 4 AM. Went out with friends. Oh, I gotta reset again. And yeah, it was like a 1 hour drive. And when I should have come back at 3 AM, but because of the daylight saving things, it was 4 AM. My friend's mom told me if you hang yourself upside down, okay, starting out great, and then drink water with a straw, the hiccups go. It sounds weird, but this has always worked for me. Oh, okay, if you hang yourself, I mean, I had a different picture in my mind. When I was reading, like, hanging yourself upside down, where are we, like, cartel execution things? That sounds so dark. But no, if you do a headstand, or if you're just generally upside down, yes, that can, apparently it can help. Although I'm not sure how much of it is the placebo effect and how much is actual, like, it works. But a hiccup is essentially only a cramp in your, Oh, are you kidding me, game? Really? Stop. How's the hunt going? For now, still no shiny Shuckle. But at least I'm getting encounters, you know. I had streams where there was no encounters, 0. Rock Smash, the first rock you see, so the closest one. What is daylight savings time? Oh, maybe they say it differently in Ukrainian. It's where you change, like, a certain the last Sunday in March, where you change the time, where you go back. No, you don't go back. You go forward an hour at 3 AM. And now it's the summertime. I think it got introduced back then to conserve on energy. But it is, nowadays, it is pretty pointless. I still don't know why we're... Oh, come on, game. God damn it. Maybe I shouldn't be doing the Pokeblock thing. I don't know. It does up the encounter rate, though. But yeah, I hope you're doing good, Alex. Hope you had a good weekend as well. And you too, Rayman. Well, everyone here in chat. Absolutely love the Windows phone I had back in... Oh yeah, right, there was a Windows phone. I keep forgetting that there is one. Didn't they have the Zune as well? I think that was their iPod. Apparently that wasn't so bad. I know the Zune was a commercial failure. But from every person I know who had a Zune, which, I mean, that's like 5 people, all of them were really happy with their Zune. They said it was really good. And that they enjoyed using it. Aw, come on, game. When you catch a Shuckle, if you're like a couple of frames off, keep that calibration for a few encounters. Yeah, that's what I did with others as well. And the HTC, I had HTC in 2016. The only reason I got an iPhone again was because I had hundreds and thousands of pictures on my iCloud from 2010. Wow, hundreds and thousands of pictures. Well, I'm like that as well, but I definitely need to put some... Like, I have way too many pictures of random things. Like, oh, the latest telescope images, or like James Webb telescope images, or this pink thing that I saw. Well, peak, yes, it was peak, but pink thing. Or, oh yeah, a screenshot from a meme, and then gigabytes of goldfish pictures. Okay, this is the first rock. Please, I want a Shuckle. I want a blue Shuckle. Oh, I get it. Ukraine was going to cancel it this year, but the president didn't sign the decree. Apparently he was busy with more important things. Yeah, apparently. Funny thing, actually, was in the EU we've discussed to get rid of that entirely for a couple of years now, but they still haven't signed that decree either. But yeah, it's... Jeez, what's been going on with him and with that interaction with Donald Trump? Jeez. I mean, I'm not a super Zelensky fan, but man, did that interview... I wanted to jump into the video and punch Donald Trump in the face. It was just... Oh, God. How can you be like this? Also hope you're enjoying the music. It's a game music playlist about jungle, rainforest, savanna. I thought that was going to fit with the Safari Zone. Was a solar eclipse? Yeah, we had the solar eclipse, at least here it was partial. And we were there with solar telescopes, and it was a success. There were a lot of people there. We did it in front of the Science Center in Luxembourg, which is in Differdange. It's like a city. And yeah, it was a really big success. Friend sent me many pictures, but I was not able to see it myself. It was clouds and rain all day. I did see it, but we were lucky that day. But it was over really quickly as well. But it was still neat to show people how that works, a solar telescope. Some are like, oh, I don't want to watch, I don't want to like look into it because doesn't that burn my eyes? Well, no, of course we have filters on. That's really neat. And I could see a couple of solar flares, like mini flares as well. That is really neat when you see that. If Trump ever comes to Iraq, do you think it's a good idea to try to... I mean, that's gonna be really hard. How are you going to pull off that feat? Oh, wow, that's really... chat is being dark again. But... I mean, I salute you for that, but still, I'd rather have you alive, Amit. And... I don't know if it would be so wise of him to come to Iraq in the first place. considering the US's backstory with all of these countries, yeah, you know, maybe not the best idea. HTC made Android phones in the early 2010s. Oh, right, I completely forgot. With Beats audio speakers in a built-in game called Teeter that I played for hours. Right, they have oh, I completely... Why did I just... My brain deleted that information. Did you ever have a BlackBerry? Before everyone had an iPhone, at least where I was growing up, before the iPhones it was blueberries. Everyone had to have a blueberry. I never had one. Of course I'm talking about the phone, not the actual fruit. Or berry. Alright. Don't give me an encounter here, please, game, please. No! God damn it. But still, I got about an hour left, a little bit more than that. Time blindness again when I stream. It's crazy every single time it happens. Oh, and also I don't know if you saw that on my channel, but I noticed that, wait, I didn't actually go after the Square Shiny Beldum in my Sapphire and my German Ruby. Completely forgot about that, so I'm gonna do an RNG manipulation stream on that one. Should be on the 9th. I wanted to do it on the 2nd April, but unfortunately I'll be unable to stream that evening. Okay, going back here. Oh boy. I don't know if you did the Pokeblock thing, Rayman. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it, but I do get many more encounters when I do put the blocks in the box. If I know where Trump is and I know where the location at time, I might stand a chance. He has like bodyguards and snipers. I mean, someone actually almost got him. Unfortunately, it didn't work. But oh well, I guess thanks for trying. Oh, not blueberry. Yeah, my bad. Blackberry. Why the hell did I say blueberry? No, blackberry it is, yes. Not blueberry. And then there's also Raspberry Pi, but that's something else entirely. Oh, game, can you please stop? Never had a BlackBerry, but I had a Samsung phone that looked just like one. Everyone kept asking me for my BBM. I used one recently. The Curve 8310. BBM? Is that something that is unique to BlackBerry? Used a lot of BlackBerries, missed them. I had a classmate who had one, and she was... I was always wondering, how can you text on such a small keyboard? You got Storm, Bold, Q20, Z10 and Key 1. I'd have to Google the models to look them up. Oh, wait, where the hell am I going? BBM is BlackBerry Messenger. Ah, okay, I get it, thank you. But yeah, there were other phones that had that mini keyboard system. Game! Stop doing that! Ah! Stupid Sunkern. Plus my life doesn't matter to me. Oh, come on, Amit. Might not matter much to you, but you... I mean, we had that discussion already. Like, your mother and father, I bet that they'd be devastated. So don't gamble your life. I mean, I get it. If I had a Death Note, those 2 people that you just typed into the chat, those would be gone. I think that would actually be a better... As dark as it sounds. Some people are just doing so much bad in the world that they just had to be removed. I don't think they can be reformed. Can you really reform someone who has 0 empathy? Who's not even capable of, like, literally growing... Freaking game. Literally growing the neurons to feel empathy in the first place? I don't think so, but there's no such thing as a Death Note. Maybe that's a good thing. That small keyboard was fantastic. I heard BlackBerry patents are running out and some companies are already planning phones with the same keyboards. Oh, interesting. Maybe those will make a comeback. At least when it comes to cars, I freaking hate that modern trend that everything needs to be on a touch screen. I want my buttons. I want to feel what the hell I'm doing, you know? I don't want to watch... I don't want to see if I actually hit the... If I touch the right thing on the screen. I just want to keep looking forward, driving. God damn it, stupid game. This is getting annoying. But yeah, I want to see where the hell I'm driving and just going, touch the knobs, change the volume, do that. I know this button does that. You just have that memorized. Just like with a controller. I'm not taking a look every single time when I'm not taking a look at my controller every single time I play. I mean, you know, the layout. I also can pretty much type blind on a keyboard because if you've been using a keyboard for over 25 years, that layout is just burned in your head. And same with with cars, but now that I have a car that has that stupid screen, I really don't like it. Give me back my buttons, at least when it comes to cars. I'm actually thinking of when the lease is over of my current car, then I'm gonna buy an old one, like a really old one. Not oldie, but I'm thinking 90s car. There's a specific car I got my eyes on. After 10 years typing touchscreen, I still can't do it the same accurate it was on BlackBerry. I never actually typed on a BlackBerry. Can't wait to try them. Yeah, maybe we'll see a reversal in some trends. Sometimes they flick back and forth between one extreme and the other. My mom hates Trump a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you really go into, I mean, I don't need to tell you, Ahmed, right? If you go into history, politics, relationships with the US and a lot of these countries, Iran, Iraq, oh boy. If you're from there and you love the US, I think there's something wrong with you. I mean, or maybe you haven't touched a history book then. So your mom is completely justified. Absolutely. Heck, I'm not a victim of that and I still hate them. Because I don't like narcissistic monsters. And, you know, everyone is going, oh, my emails, but they, you know, where's the backlash when they just nonchalantly leaked war plans into a freaking group chat? Like, what? This sounds like an Onion article, but it's not, it's reality. That is happening right now. He having confidential papers in his bathroom in Mar-a-Lago? Why the hell? I mean, I'm pretty sure that violates at least a couple of laws. Why do we allow him to do that? And I'm not saying I'm pro-Hillary. I'm not a fan of any of these puppets, honestly, but it's just the amount of backlash she faced with her emails, and meanwhile he's literally committing I don't know how many criminal acts. Don't hate the US, I love the US, but I hate the... No, no, you hate the nation, not the people. Definitely. There's a difference, absolutely. That's why I don't say... I'm not pro-Zionist. I'm actually anti-Zionist because I'm against ethno-states. I don't think any ethno-state has a merit of existing at all. I think it's a stupid, racist idea that we should keep in the past where it belongs. But that doesn't make me a anti-Semite because I'm not against the Jewish people. Why should I be? I mean, that is stupid. You can't just hate a whole group of people. That is just painting them all over with the same brush. That is very stupid. Not very rational. But I'm against the idea of all that greater Israel thing. I'm against what they do against Palestine. And now we've talked politics, so... where is Kaiser Karmazin? Should have been summoned by now. Alright. And attempt number 4,700 and something. Actually, haven't counted all the attempts, but it does sure feel like that. Had a dream last week of me killing Trump in Sekiro style with a death blow. It felt amazing, oh I bet. Even though I know that dreams gives me a mere echo of the flavor of how good it would be to You know, whenever you get to Trump, just get all of his... If you want his blood, you vampire, definitely go for it. But I think it might actually be... You know, he's not the youngest anymore. Might be actually biting into an apple that is, like, barely good anymore. Oh, geez, a chat again, huh? Okay, no, wait. The first rock that I see. Come on, I really want... Oh, that would be amazing. Then we'd be done with the Safari Zone, at least for Emerald or Generation 3. I hope I'll find my leaf green soon, because I think I figured out the secret ID, and then I can start doing a shiny only challenge or also Safari streams with Kanto Pokemon. Oh boy, it's gonna be something, let me tell you. But I still got my hopes up. That blue Shuckle will be mine one day. And it could be yours as well. Actually wanted to do a birthday stream, but I don't know if I'll get around to stream on my birthday, because I did set up a whole event. I ordered cake and food and everything. So I don't know when I'll be back. Probably when I'm done it will be like past my birthday. But if anyone wants a free shiny Latias, or non-shiny Latias, could also give you my childhood Latias for the birthday, let me know. Because I think we could still do that. So you'd have the choice between the Sapphire one, the Ruby one, and what else? The other Ruby one? Yeah, 3. And my childhood one. That is not shiny. Kaiser Karmazin, I summon upon the rise. Need to speak or talk about more about politics. Oh, I hope he's doing good. I always hope that everyone is doing good. I don't know why there's people out there actively wanting for others to suffer. I'll never understand that. If that person is a monster like Trump, okay, but like those are thankfully pretty rare. I don't know, is it just that some people are misanthropes? They really hate other people? for no reason. I mean, I get it. Sometimes I'm a hermit myself. Very often I'm like, oh, I don't want to deal with that many humans today, but I don't actively hate everyone. I don't actively enjoy seeing people suffer. If they don't deserve it, that's really sad. Made sake? Yeah, well, is it wine or is it like, well, I know it's alcohol, it's an alcoholic beverage. I don't know if it's wine. I've only ever seen it be consumed like shots. Yeah, it's made from rice. It was good. So you're allowed to drink alcohol at your age in your country? It's while in Germany, like so many people, they've already drank alcohol and they'd be like 13 or 14. Not that it's illegal, but that's just the German drinking culture. I feel like a unicorn in that aspect, like one of the only Luxembourgers who doesn't drink alcohol at all. And then always a question, oh, are you pregnant? No, I just don't want to drink alcohol. Some people are misguided, easily persuaded into falling to Trump deception and lies. Yes. I mean, that's a very old trick that he's doing. Other infamous people, you know exactly who I'm talking about, did that as well. Have a voter base that's frustrated with the state that they're currently at, and then just pin the blame on some group, and that group always has to be simultaneously weak but also strong enough to pose a threat. That's just 101 fascism. I just find it really sad that I just remember all of these scoffing comments back then when we learned about World War II. Everyone was like, huh, they were so stupid, I would never fall for that. And then those same mofos 25 years later sharing the same nonsense on Facebook. It's like, wow, aren't you a genius? It's the same thing, just now it's not propaganda posters anymore, it's memes. But it's essentially the same thing, just changed medium is all. Yes, I can drink, but I don't like alcohol that much, yeah. I don't know, I don't like the taste, I don't like drunk people, I have zero interest in getting drunk, or even tipsy. And I want to keep my brain cells, so ones that I have, definitely. Gotta conserve them, you know. Austrian artist is one of them. Yep, one of them. And he isn't even the inventor of that. Goes back even further. Yeah, it's crazy how people just fall for that. It's especially horrible when it's a loved one and then they just go... Had you ever had a loved one who goes through a spiral of either extreme conspiracy theories, like COVID vaccine denier, or I don't know what else, a flat earther, or they just go hardcore into a very weird political extreme? And usually not the kind of extreme like, okay, I wanna have better material conditions for everyone, but it's always the brown people are taking away our jobs or something stupid like that. Have you ever had that happen? Really hurts when that happens. Because you still love the person, but you're like, come on, are you insane? Snap out of it, but they just won't. And then they give you a super long, like they just, I don't know, something switched in their brain. And you cannot use reason and logic with a person that hasn't used reason and logic to get into that position. That's something that I also learned a bit too late. Okay, no encounter again. But I guess too late. Late is better than never. Okay, that didn't register. Let's try again. There we go. It's just, jeez. They essentially put themselves in that position through an emotional way. And you can't rationalize your way out of that, at least not from my experience. I mean, that never happened to me, but it's really, it's painful. Yeah, you have the old rat chat PFP. That's a really... I mean, usually the PFPs you have, Ahmed, always are really funny. But that one, yeah. That one is really good. Hope I'm also not misguided, or hope I'm not on the dark side, just want to help people live a better life. Well, if that is your starting point, then you're not on the dark side. The dark side is, I want to make as much money as possible. I want to be among the most powerful, and I'm gonna use that power to step on others so I can be elevated, and I don't care if it destroys the planet or destroys civilization. That would be dark. That would be evil. And a dark, evil person does not care about others having a better life. They want the better life, not everyone else. No, I don't... I mean, it is healthy in a way that you're not doubting yourself, but you're doing introspection. Which I can't really say that of a lot of people, honestly. Oh boy. But no, I mean, you would... I don't see you as someone who is like really into a cult, like MAGAism or anti-vaccinism, whatever you want, anti-vaxxers, flat earthers, what else is there? There's so much stupid crap to fall for. Welcome back, Van Minx. Unfortunately, no shiny Shuckle, but I will not give up. Biggest ambitions is to make a fictional show and video game and die kissing my lord and savior Hidetaka Miyazaki. Well, power to you, I guess. Isn't he married though? And I'm pretty sure he's... Although no, I'm not pretty sure. Actually not sure. I don't know that much about him. Don't know if he likes one gender or the other. If the earth was flat, there would be no water. If the earth was flat, cats would have pushed everything off of it by now. And why would the earth be flat and everything else be a sphere? Like, why would we be a freaking frisbee in the universe and the rest is spheres? That makes no sense. Find all mine Pokemon in game teams. Wait, I found all mine Pokemon in games teams? Not sure what you mean by that. Also funny, did you see that where flat earthers prove themselves to be wrong? And it keeps happening because of obviously it happens. I still don't understand, like, why, what would NASA or any other space agency gain from swindling about the truth of the shape of our planet or where we live on? Like, what do you... Like, what is the point, even? I really don't get it, flat earthism. Anti-vaxxers, it's not that I understand them, but maybe I could, like, psycho-analysis through that way understand that they might be afraid of needles, or it's severe mistrust of the pharma industry, which, yeah, I mean, I do get that, but with flat earthers, like, what? What's even the point of that? And no, I'm not a anti-vaxxer. Vaccines are one of the best inventions mankind has ever made. We've been doing it for 200 years now. It works. I still don't understand why we're going backwards in so many aspects. Yes, Hidetaka Miyazaki even has a son, but I don't give an F. Hidetaka Miyazaki is my lord and savior. He can't be wrong, he can't make a mistake at all. I will die kissing his porn out. Okay, that is too much internet for today, Amit. You get bonked and go into horny jail now, okay? Hey, sorry I couldn't stay for long, but gotta head to bed. Good luck with the stream. Well, thank you, James, and thank you for being part of the stream. I always appreciate it. And I wish you a good night, sleep tight, and do not let the bedbugs bite. Remember an engineer college student proved himself wrong on live stream in front. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, what is it with engineers? You'd think those would be smart people, but well, at least among astronomers there is a somewhat of an insider joke where they say, how do you call a person with a low IQ and a mint bachelor's degree? Oh, you call that an engineer? No, I was like, wow, that's rude. But it's like, this is one of these I mean, I'm being kind of jokingly here, of course, but it's just, what the hell? How the hell does that? An engineer college student and you're like a flat earther? What the hell? Huh? Like imagine your nurse saying, oh, your chakra is misaligned. Like, no, I don't want a nurse believing in chakras. I want a nurse understanding the scientific method. Believe Earth is a triangle. Well, isn't it an oblong spheroid, technically, because it's not completely round, but that's like a actually kind of thing that no one really cares about. But I guess you can use it as a party trick that you know something really stupid like that. I discovered all of my playthrough game. Ah, okay, that's what you mean. You discovered all of your old playthrough teams. Nice. And did some really nice memories come back? Hopefully. So what are the teams? Oh, come on. We're still on that, Amit, with the alcohol. There was another, I think that was someone else. Flat Earthers who tried to make a documentary. And I think an experiment with having a wooden, I think it was like a wooden plank with a hole drilled through, and then they positioned the same thing a couple of kilometers apart, and I think they put a laser through, and then they could measure, you know, when it goes completely through, then you'd be proven that it's a flat Earth because there's no angle, but because the Earth is a sphere. Oblong spheroid. Technically, I know, you know. That doesn't happen, and they just proved it. And they're like, oh, maybe we did something wrong. Like, what the hell? Come on. Why do you want to be in denial? And what do you gain? Like, why? And they keep saying that wall again, like in the Antarctic, apparently there's an ice wall. And there's... Oh, how come you can't just go to the Antarctic? Because it's one of the only continents where no one is really... Like, I don't think there's a... I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a nationality for Antarctica. And that's why there's military presence there, but not because of... Oh, you're not allowed there, because you can buy tickets to Antarctica. You can go there. It's a bit of an expensive vacation, but you can definitely go there. I know people who went there. I'm really jealous. Literally saw penguins and all. But they said it is, other than that, it's white and cold everywhere. The only real people or, well, villages, can't really talk about villages, but the only things of where people are. It's essentially almost all of them are scientists. But yeah, you can definitely go there. And then how would, with the flat Earth, how would that explain certain flight routes? There's flight routes that if the Earth was flat, they'd be really stupid and wasting a lot of fuel if they could just fly straight, but of course that's not possible on some on a sphere. Or it is, it's just if you project that onto a flat surface, it's not, there's no correspondence anymore. Still looking for Team Sion Primarina Pangoro. Oh, Pangoro is one of those bear Pokemon that I actually like. Primarinas need to. Just look at your shadow, that evidence the Earth is a testicle. Oh boy, no, I'm not gonna read the rest. Primarina, Pangoro, Miss Magus, Como, Talonflame, Lycanroc. Nice. Have a shiny Lycanroc that I bred. And I also got a shiny Como through the SOS chaining. I should definitely find that that 3DS save file editing thing, because I could potentially clone those shinies as well, and then I could be giving those away. Oh, come on, game, don't do this to me. Come on, I want the blue Shuckle tonight. With awesome Contra music. Ah, there he is! The summoning has been successful! Welcome back to the stream, Kaiser Kamazin. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Had a good weekend. I had several malfunctions today. Microphone malfunction in the beginning of the stream, and some, you know, good old biological malfunctions that I would maybe also call a brain fart, but otherwise I'm doing good. Hope you are doing good. Alright. Let's try again. Oh, you're doing pretty good today. That is wonderful. Okay, first doing it like Rayman said, because he actually got it. How's Beatrice? I hope also good. Well, that is great seeing so many of you back here. Yesterday's stream, oh no, not yesterday, Friday's stream was pretty quiet. Was a tornado warning where I live today? Oh boy. I hope nothing too bad happened. I know that it's tornado season right now, right? In the Midwest. Queen Bee is doing well. As she should be. That's how it should be. Cats should be living the best lives. Because they deserve it. I mean, just look at them. They know that they're awesome. Another viewer of mine, I also sometimes watch his streams whenever I can. Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense. He also said in the last stream that they were dealing with a tornado warning. That has to be scary though. Right, I'm thinking of, if this one doesn't do anything, Maybe going with quirky. At least then I don't have to wait that much. There we go. I think I'm gonna go for that. And then try. Nothing came of the warning. I don't think one touchdown in the city I live in. Whew, well at least there's that. But one did touch down in the farms, I believe. Nothing too bad though. I think it was EF1 or EF2. What's the highest again? Was it EF5? I think. Have to take a look at the scale again. Again, I could be wrong, but yeah, EF1, EF2 are apparently pretty survivable. Never had the balls to have a pet because I know I'm not responsible enough to take care of an animal's soul. So I don't want to have a burden on my soul. Your parents, or who was it again who had chickens and other stuff? Or was that just other family members? To be fair, those weren't really pets, those were livestock, but still. Even if you have livestock, you should still be taking good care of it. I know in the end you're gonna, you know, cook the chicken, eat the meat. Okay, wait, no, I'm gonna reset. Change the synchronizer, and then I'm gonna try again. Without that calibration. Oh geez, there's only half an hour left, but I will do my best. There we go. Switch that up. Save. And then try again. Alright. Let's go. Oh wait. No! Why didn't it... Huh? Control V. There we go. Now let's go. Yeah, 5 is the highest and very rare. Yeah, if I remember correctly, reading about it, EF5 only happened once or twice in recorded history. I think. EF1 and EF2 are usually just minor damage to trees and maybe some small houses, but nothing horrible. So remember the day we had an actual tornado in Luxembourg? Like, that is not something that usually occurs. You told him how Ahmed beat Sister Friede. I mean, yeah, sounds like it's remarkable. Every single time Ahmed says, oh, I beat that one, I beat this one. And I'm like, okay, I gotta see the boss fight for myself. I don't have any concept of how hard it is, and it's every single time like, what the hell, Ahmed? How the hell do you do that? But yeah, props to him. No, there have been about 50. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. Ooh, 50, that's a lot. One of them actually happened where I grew up, but it happened like 80 years before I was born. Well, that's a long time ago. But still, that sounds very, very scary. I guess EF5 is literally your house will not stand anymore and billions of dollars in damage. What was it then that I was... I think it was a different scale then. Remember watching a video essay about that on YouTube, even like a technically possible tornado that hasn't happened yet, but it could, and it would be completely cataclysmic. I'm trying to remember it again, but I think it might have been something. Maybe I'm mixing things up. I'm not really that well read on tornadoes. I mean, I know how they form and a bit of the science and physics behind it, but I'm not a tornado artist. I can tell you more about the storms on different planets, like on Neptune or Jupiter. How if you look at the North Pole of Saturn, the storm actually forms a octagon. And I'm not kidding, you can look that up. It's really interesting. Or that Neptune has winds of like over thousands of kilometers per hour. Also completed the Gauntlet of Strength in Sekiro. Nice. It's a challenge where you beat every memory boss back to back, and if you die you go back all the way to the start. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess that's a gauntlet. It's exactly what it says on the tin, but whew. That sounds like it's really freaking hard, and you beat it. Damn. Memory boss as in... Is that like a specific nomiker for a category of bosses in that game? Again, I don't really know that much about these games, so that's why I'm asking. Found my Umbreon from Colosseum. Nice! How cute. I still have childhood Pokemon from like some random kiddos where I cloned their Pokemon. Still have them. They probably completely forgotten that I did that. Ah, welcome back, human name. Was checking out the 3D printer's progress on something nice. So you are printing something? That is very exciting. You hate dragons? No, dragons are nice. Well, nice. Maybe not polite, not always, but they are cool. What am I? No, I'm not printing anything. What are you printing at the moment, human name, if you don't mind me asking? Every time I have to fight a dragon. Oh, okay. Interesting, Amit. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that information? Alright, going back here. Putting in a... I don't know, a brown one. Quirky doesn't really have a favorite Pokeblock color. I don't know why my speech skill is failing so much. Keep rolling ones. Right, hopefully this time. Come on, Shuckle. Wanna move on to the other Safari Zone. And maybe in the future I'll actually do the Safari Zone only on one day, so not Safari Saturday and Sunday, but something else on a Sunday or Saturday, I don't know. My husband finished some templates for me, and then I just need to change or get to learn some things about OBS, how to put the chat into the stream, and that will look really nice. My brother is printing something. Spent 60% of the time on 50 layers. There's a total amount of 230 layers. Oh yeah, sometimes apparently it takes hours for it to print properly. It's a fidget toy that looks like a gun. Oh, neat. Oh man, this just lets me wish for... I really want one as well, a 3D printer, but Broke Life says nope. And still no luck with job hunting. Even went to a job, like a job day somewhere in a mall, and no response, nothing. It's really frustrating. I mean, now it's been like 2 years of nothing. Like out of university, yeah, I mean, I said it on stream already multiple times, but it's like a thing that I'm actually grappling a bit right now. Like, I'm regretting that I went to university for IT. But I can't exactly turn back time now, it's been done. Sorry, Jonna, they will regret denying you for jobs. Yeah, thank you, but it is frustrating because you know how I mean, there's worse out there, definitely, but it's like, I don't want to ask my parents for help every single time with everything. I am making more money on YouTube now, but still, like, that's... A lot of the times I don't go anywhere. Or we buy the bare essentials when it comes to groceries. Just to save all the money that we possibly can. But so it is frustrating, and especially when someone tells you in your face like, oh yeah, I wouldn't hire you. Oh, how come? It's because you have that gap. No one wants to hire someone with a gap. Yeah, I wouldn't have that gap if, you know, someone hired me in the freaking first place. But no. Do I have to lie now on my CV and everything? I'm really a bad liar. That would just immediately, they could tell. I'm not built for this. I'm not built for social games like that. I mean, maybe if I really used all of my brain power I could, but I just don't see the point. I refuse even. It's looking like the US and the rest of the world may go into a recession, so I wish you all the best. Yeah. I thank the stars every single day that I have parents where A, I have a very good relationship, I mean excellent relationship with, and B, they are really, I mean, we're not rich. Don't believe all of these things where they say, oh, every Luxembourger is rich. That's not true. I mean, maybe compared to the average European, they'd be upper middle class, maybe. But it's not like we are super rich. We can just buy a house and then, yo, go ahead. But I'm still really happy that I have that. I have friends who, the second they turned 18, the mom was like, yeah, piss off. And that breaks my heart. I can't believe that moms can be like that. Or they just really don't want to help. They're like, no, leave me alone. To be fair, I've seen cases where the child was essentially abusing the niceness and empathy and help of their parents to live a vita loca in a way, to party, do drugs, and just don't do anything. I mean, I've seen cases like that as well, but still, if you have a kid, you should definitely be there for them. If you can't be there for them, then why did you make a new life in the first place? I know accidents happen, I'm not judging that, but just a lot of parents really shouldn't have been parents in the first place. And I don't lie. I know a good liar when I see one, not to say you're a liar, but the first rule in the liar code is to be a good liar. People must believe that you're a bad liar. Okay, oh, okay. I don't know is that really a good rule, because I don't know, with me it's just the autism, honestly. It's just, I'm really bad liar. Autistic people tend to not be so good at lying, and I'm just really direct, blunt, and honest. Maybe a bit too honest. But I don't even wanna go there with the lying, you know? I don't wanna start that. Alright, let's see. Played a strength build in Elden Ring first time. Also have done a dex build, so dexterity in Elden Ring. You beat Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1 with a dexterity build. If real life was a video game, my dexterity would be really bad. Like, that's not where my best stat would be, definitely not. You know, when I said earlier in the stream my hands are stupid, yeah, my dexterity is crap. Wait, that's Roller Coaster Tycoon music. I've never actually played these games. I know I think my brother had it, my younger brother, and he... Is it that game where you can make roller coasters that essentially kill the people that are on it? Like a roller coaster that goes nowhere and the... Oh god damn it, game. And the car just goes whee! Heated off of the roller coaster. Real life was D&D, then I know I put all my points into intelligence, wisdom and charisma. Yeah, it looks like charisma is actually doing you more wonders than intelligence, it seems. At least nowadays, unfortunately. If you see people like Trump, like, I don't think he really has that many intelligence points. I don't think so. But people are definitely charmed by him. I still don't really understand that. I think he's kind of like a one-trick pony when it comes to that. How many times do you want to hear the variation of, and it was the most thing you've ever saw? Yeah, I mean, come on. So it's the same trick, same story every single time, and people fall for it. And I gotta reset again because of this bug. My strength is like an 8, my dexterity is like a 12, and my constitution is like a 10. Oh, my strength wouldn't be that good either. Constitution though, that's a good question. Would mine be good or bad? I mean, in games or like D&D, I tend to play high intelligence characters. Not saying I'm a genius, but that's where I would spec. Or if I had the choice, I would put my points into that. But you're right with the charisma. That is just, you can do so many things with high charisma, even if you don't have the capabilities of doing something in a very specific area. If you can bullcrap your way through, that happens a lot of the times. Some people, they just essentially faked it until they made it. Although it is questionable, I think, if they really did made it, but charisma gets you a lot of opportunities that you can't get otherwise. If I was a D&D character, my dexterity, and I wouldn't call myself intelligent. Oh, well, that's what you say. I could call myself a bit clever and very good at deception. Or sleight of hand, for example, maybe. Dexterity would be high as hell. My intelligence is like a 14, my wisdom is a 16, my charisma is like a 15. How would I number mine? I'm not even sure. I mean, dexterity would be very low. Intelligence, I don't know, I mean, people tell me I'm not stupid, but then again, I don't know. I've never actually did a IQ test. I always refuse them. Although I do have some therapists who are like, please make one, please do it, please make one. That would help you maybe in job searches as well. What else is there? Let's see. Constitution. My endurance, like, is it... Constitution is both mental and physical, right? Because you can have mental endurance and you can have physical endurance. I definitely need to hit the gym again, but usually my endurance is actually not that bad. IQ is a poor determinant of intelligence. Yeah, I mean, it only tests specific types of intelligence. It doesn't like exactly... It's not a fully holistic test because it doesn't test your emotional intelligence, it doesn't test your interpersonal intelligence, and I mean there's not only the rational one, there's others as well. Naturalistic one, for example, doesn't test that either. Wisdom? Well, I don't know. I do read a lot and I'm a nerd, I guess. Does that count? And I do listen to a lot of people. Always go into conversations thinking I could always learn something. Especially with people who are older than me. Oh nice, I get an encounter. And it's not a shiny, but that's okay. At least I got an encounter. And I hope I can catch this one, so I can do calibration. I actually don't know what my charisma is. I would say low, but my husband keeps saying half of charisma is how you look. And if you're attractive, then that's like already half of it is done. I don't know if you would agree with that or not. I wouldn't say I'm very particularly charismatic. I don't think so. I mean, my IQ is like 62. As you can see, I'm quite intelligent. Yeah, if you know the true IQ scale, 62 would really be, like, that would be mentally challenged, you know. Stats and dexterity will be 19, intelligence 11, strength 8, wisdom 10, constitution 16, charisma 14. Alright, let's annoy the Kecleon lady. And try and guess what frame I landed on. I guess would be, okay, so strength would not be good, dexterity would really not be good, constitution I guess would be good. If I believe what my psychiatrist keeps telling me, I guess my intelligence is also not too bad. Maybe my strongest point, I don't know. I hate saying that, it sounds like so arrogant. Oh, ground type. Alright, you got my boy trapped here. But what is your... Okay, you're quirky, that is good. Quirky, male, not shiny. And you have hidden power ground. Let's see what we have. Level 26. Oh, here's one. I'm just gonna go with that one now. I'm not gonna check the IVs because unfortunately don't really have the time for that. Oof, that's quite the difference. Wait, actually I haven't checked the other methods. Let me check that. 26, there's one. There's one. Oh, I actually think those are actually sing twice again. I don't know why. There's another one, that's the more late one. And there's this one. And there's this one. I'm just copying this one. Just for... I'm gonna check H4 as well. 26. There's one. Okay, seems like that is a H2 kind of thing. Sometimes the game does that. Okay, no calibration. And then calibrate, please. Calibrate this. Okay, that is a weird one, but oh well. Stats and dexterity would be 19. 19 is, like, out of 20, that is almost perfect. What type of oh, have you played you've had D&D sessions, right? A couple of them, Amit. I know you were trolling there, but so how do you like the game so far? Actually forgot to ask you this time. But now I haven't. And voice malfunctioning again. Why does that always happen when I stream? Like the whole day everything works fine. And now, like, I wasn't even talking a lot today. Okay. Going back to the rock. So now it's out today, it's like 18.3 Celsius today. Well, that's a really nice day. We've also had a couple of really lovely days, especially now for the solar or partial solar eclipse. The skies were really, really clear, and also during the night you could see a lot of stars, and I can definitely tell that spring has started because certain constellations aren't visible anymore. Enjoyed the game so far. I tried Castle and Crusades or CNC Castle and Crusades. Okay, that one I don't know. Is that like a variation? Saw someone describe Fahrenheit as how hard it feels for a human, Celsius and how hard it feels for water. Yeah, I've seen that meme, and I've never thought of it that way. It makes so much sense. Yes, Celsius was made in regard to when water boils, essentially when water changes its aggregate state from solid to liquid to gas. No one cares about plasma and all the other weird aggregate states. School has been lying to you. There are not only 3, there's more. But like the ones that you see in neutron stars, to even begin to understand what the hell is happening, you need advanced math. And of course you're not going to see that in high school, but that's like what I always hate when people say, oh, there's only 2 genders, that's science. And they're like, wow, that's what you learned in high school, you know? Actual studies go a bit deeper into it. And then those are the same types of guys who don't even know what the hell a karyotype is. But they know they're an expert on genetics. Sorry about the rambling again, but that is just something that annoys me. Pet peeve of mine. People being confidently wrong, I just hate it. It's just so, why would you do that? I wish it was clear. It was not clear here. The solar observation was a hit. There were a lot of people in Luxembourg coming to see the partial solar eclipse. We were handing out these special glasses as well, where you can, you should never directly look into the sun. Not like Donald J. Trump has done. That is very stupid. You always saw yourself in Mesmer. I almost read Messier and was like, oh, Messier object, like the dwarf galaxies, and like, no. Sorry, autism, but not this time. Alright, 7 seconds. Let's go. Please, please, game, please. Please give me something, please. Oh, okay. Well, it's an encounter, but it's... For a split second it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the shiny now, that would be so amazing. But no. A lot of the states of matter don't even appear in nature, or at least in our environment. I mean, they do appear in nature. Okay, the Bode-Einstein condensate does not really appear. That's a theoretical point. We can't actually have matter at that because it would require for it to reach absolute zero, which we can only near ourselves. God, I forgot the word now. When asymptotically, there we go. So yeah, that one, of course, we're never gonna see that one. But the degenerate neutron one, I mean, you do see that in... We know that it exists, or has to exist in neutron stars, but of course... neutron stars. What the hell, brain? You're not neuroning, really, today. Definitely not. I mean, plasma is like the 4th one, or the one that maybe some people know. Our sun would be in that aggregate state. But yeah, others, they are... Yeah, some of them are really highly theoretical. That's true. You should only look at the sun without protection when it's fully eclipsed. Even then, be careful. But yeah. I mean, when it was last time you encountered a boson. Yeah, exactly. That's the one where I'm like, nah. Oh, don't do that. God damn it. Come on. Do I have a Pokédoll? I just need to switch and then, like, piss off, please, Oddish. Don't waste my time. My point is that you don't encounter those states. Yeah, I mean, I completely understand why we're not teaching those in school. Like, some of them are so theoretical. The advanced math and chemistry that you need to know to even freaking understand what the hell is going on. That would be way above the level of, I mean, that we're talking university master, at least master level math or chemistry. Okay, of course I can flee. I was hoping, but no. Of course, you never need that, so I don't expect every kiddo out there to know about the Bose-Einstein condensate. But it's like, oh, there's only 3 states of matter. No, that's not true. And it's the same thing with, oh, there's only 2 genders and they don't even know... Oh, thank you for that. They don't even know that it's not binary, it's bimodal. But, like, would they even understand bimodality? Do they even really understand what the hell that is? That's my argument. It's like, people acting as if they know so much about something, being confidently wrong, and then... Hey there, Angie Angie? Angie? I actually don't know how to pronounce your name, so sorry for that. But welcome to the stream. One time I went to Dynamax Adventures and got a shiny Mewtwo. Oh wait, what? My reaction? I imagine. I also got a shiny from the Dynamax Adventures, but it's not a Mewtwo though. It was a Electivire. Alright, ground type again. And female. Okay, you were timid, I think. Yes, timid nature. Shoy is timid, so let's check for frames. Level 29. Nothing here. What else do we have? 29. No, well, this one, but that's really late. Age 4. No, nothing. Okay, that's very unfortunate. Let me do maybe one last quick calculations of the IVs. Okay, so you are hidden power ground. Generation 3, timid. 56. 16. 138. Come on, 138, please. Thank you. 17. 141 and 8. Calculate. Okay, so defense is either 0, 1 or 2. None of these comply. Oh god, nothing. Nah, I'm just gonna do one more reset and hopefully that will be it. God, I hate when that happens. Not to mention, even college students struggle to understand these concepts. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I just think they're trivial concepts. Not at all. They're very exotic ways for matter to exist. And the most I know is essentially from astronomy and chemistry, like reading about the theoretical limits that we can prove that could be there. But yeah, you don't need to know about all of them. Chemistry professor who had a doctorate struggled to understand the math sometimes. Oh yeah, there's some math there. You need to know freaking everything to even have half of an idea what the hell they're trying to convey in that study. That's why astronomy is so freaking hard to get a PhD, and you just need to... It's kind of interdisciplinary. You need to be good at many things, not just math. Okay, this one ruined my reset, so I'm gonna do it again. Gonna head out for the day. Thanks for the stream as usual. Well, thank you for being part of the stream, Kaiser Kamazin, as usual. And yeah. Well, I'm gonna end the stream soon anyway, but I'm really happy we had discussions again. I was really missing that. Always a absolute pleasure. And I hope I'll see you in the next stream. So until then, you know what I'm gonna say. A good night, sleep tight, and do not let the bedbugs bite. Owl from Sekiro is literally me. He's an old dude who's dishonorable, deceiving, and evil. Oh, come on, Amit, you're not like that. Does everything to get what he wants, and he uses cheap tricks just like me. I mean, you can be a trickster, but like, do you know Lupin? Lupin the Third? Like, he's a thief, gentleman thief, somewhat shady, but he's not evil. Now, there's a difference there. Now, there are also people, or just fictional characters that are morally grey or ambivalent. They're not really good or bad. They have both qualities. I mean, both. I would say most people are actually neither good nor bad. There's something in between. Or maybe no, actually that sounds kind of misanthropic. I'm gonna go out on a statement and say probably most people are somewhat good. To a certain degree they are good. I don't think people get born as villains. I don't think villains are really born. I think villains or evil people are made. Produced by their material conditions and their environment. The way they've been raised. And of course, I mean, I'm not denying that maybe some genetic factors have a play in there as well. Of course, that is definitely a possibility. Especially things like temperament or other personality traits where we know they are genetic. But still, mostly I'm more on the nurture camp of, seems like it tends to be more nurture. Or just the material conditions. You know, there's a funny guy who was born in Germany with a big beard. He wrote a couple of books about that. If you know, you know. But Americans tend to not really like him. They've never read his books, but they still have a very big opinion. Really hate that when people have a really strong opinion on something and they're really not, like, they're not well read on the topic. They just, all they know is from, all their knowledge comes from memes or just reading the titles from articles that are even like clickbait or wrong in the first place or not really well researched. That is just, these kind of people, they seem to be multiplying, or maybe it's just me, but it's really getting exhausting. There's a quote in my fictional story, "Honor is price of the fool, and those who seek honor shall meet death, and remember when you're dead you can't feel the glory of honor, because glory means nothing to the dead." Yeah, you can't feel anything when you're dead, you're dead. It's like, how does that saying go again? Being dead is like being stupid, you don't know that you are in that state. So I'm paraphrasing, but it's something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to your fictional publications. I mean, I know that once I publish my stuff, I think I'm gonna ship the first comic books to viewers or Patreons, definitely, as a thank you. Alright, the moment of truth. Do I get another encounter, please? No. Oh my god. Oh! What the hell just happened? My microphone didn't work again. Okay, so what I was saying, thank you Galax for raiding me. The unfortunate thing is, I was about to stop the stream. Midnight is usually where I stop streaming, but I'm gonna do one more reset, and thank you so much for the raid, I really appreciate it. No shiny luck today, unfortunately. No, not an awkward time. For some reason, my microphone is somewhat malfunctioning lately. Now it just muted itself, I don't even know why or how. But the stream started out with my voice being heard twice for some reason. Oh god, okay, that calls for another reset. If I get an encounter before that, it messes up the frames. I'm using RNG manipulation, not just random, you know, not just the standard shiny hunting. Welcome Jack, welcome the bisexual axolotl, I love that name. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Yes, I woke up, Ahmed. I woke up. Was the microphone again, I swear. Might be an OBS issue. That's a good question. To be fair, I'm using a really old microphone, a Blue Yeti. I've had that one for over 10 years at this point. I think I got it in 2013? And it seems to be malfunctioning, like there's still a slight beeping noise in the background. That is a old Blue Yeti problem. I couldn't fix it with audio options. But yeah, the stream started out with technical problems. Just know when I drop my fictional story fully, I will make sure to make a character called Yana. You don't need to do that, but thank you, I appreciate it. So that you're one of the best characters. Oh, you don't need to do that, Amit. We really don't. I mean, I really appreciate it, but yeah, I will definitely do that. For those of you who don't know, especially a lot of the raiders. Yeah, 2013 is an old microphone. I think it's slowly giving up. Slowly dying. But yeah, I'm working on a fictional, like a science fiction universe since about 2009, on and off. Originally it was like a dream that I had turned into a video game idea, but like making a video game all by yourself is really freaking hard. And it really works as a comic or novel idea as well. So with my husband, who is a trained, so bachelor's degree, university degree in animation and cartoon, like drawing, everything like that, I'm hoping to publish that one day. And I definitely told my Patreons and other loyal viewers that they'll, if I ever publish it, they'll get a free book. Axo, prepare for balloon. Nani? Out of the loop on that one. It's another stream stuff put together. Okay, that explains it. Oh. By the way, any blood donations? Oh yeah, Ahmed is a vampire. Like, he's obsessed with blood. Hope it comes to fruition. Yeah, thank you, Galax. I really hope so too. It's, do you know what solar punk is? It's that far future solar punk. I don't want to go too deep into it. I want to kind of want to keep it a surprise as well. And, oh, you and Jack are fighting. So, who should I be rooting for? Can I root for both of you? But yeah, I'm working on that. It's a good future. Like, I'm kind of, I get it when people are writing dystopias. But, like, I want to see a utopia, a convincing one, where the status quo is actually threatened by an outside force. That, like, are we going to go back to our bad ways? That really hasn't been done before. It has been done, but it's really rare. And you need to dig through very obscure, hard sci-fi literature, and I've already read all of it, I think. There's not really that much in that category. I should root for Axolotl, says Jack. I don't believe her, she's lying. I ain't a vampire. Totally lying. Alright, 5 seconds, let's go. Please give me an encounter game, please. And I get nothing. Well, that's unfortunately the last one I did. I streamed a bit longer because of the raid. Thank you again, Galax. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that has been it for tonight. Unfortunately, no shiny Shuckle, but I guess I can... Oh wait, I have so many shinies because of RNG manipulation. It's crazy. I think before I end the stream, while all the raiders are here, I'm just gonna... This is just Emerald, right? What I'm going through. So I'm gonna clone these and transfer them to Sword and Shield. That one, that one, that one, that one. The Pichu isn't a shiny, that's why I'm not showing it. That one, that one, that one. No Explode for you, it has the ability Dampen, that is really neat. That one. One of my many shiny Latias. Shiny Ditto. This one. Magenta, I know, very funny. Cleopatra, the shiny nose. This one, that is also shiny, that is also shiny. I know shiny puzzle kind of sucks, but that is definitely a shiny. This one, Takoyaki, that one, Amaranth, Maldives, oh that's more clones, and then this one. I mean, there's a lot, and those are like maybe like a small percentage. I have even more in other save files. Like across different... with RNG manipulation you'll get hundreds. This one, all shiny. I have so many shiny Odysseus, you couldn't... You wouldn't imagine. Too many. Okay, this one, the shiny, is from a childhood friend that I cloned. It's not mine. How long have these taken you? Not that much, because it's RNG manipulation. Sometimes on my streams, especially like Wild Wednesday, that was a format that I had, I got like 12 shinies per stream. Like RNG manipulation, if you're doing everything correctly, you can get a shiny within minutes. Like first try. That is the neat part. Subscribe! This one. And these always... Well, that is not bad. This one. And that one. That entire line. I do have a shiny Sceptile, but not in this box. There we go. Another one. Male shiny Sharpedo. I literally have over 100 shinies just by RNG manipulation. It is crazy how easy it is once you really get the setup going. It's super easy. Okay, those are clones of each other. That's not a shiny, that's not a shiny, but that is. And another shiny Oddish. Shiny Spider. Shiny Almost Exploded. This is also very neat shiny, especially the fuchsia, but then again, if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with pink, hot pink, magenta, fuchsia. Not a shiny, but that one is. That's another Golbat. I have multiple shiny Golbats, and by multiple I mean a lot. Mars, my shiny Regirock, one of my shiny Groudons, again I have multiple. One of my shiny Swamperts, again I have multiple. Another shiny, another shiny. A lot of them I cloned, and I transferred them over to newer games. All of them are legit, like they are not hacked. I didn't use... That's another shiny. I did not use action replay or anything. That is a shiny. And that one, and this one. Those two beauties. But that is a shiny Aragonite. Ellie, that is a shiny. Yeah, the gold, the number being golden when they're shiny, yeah, I really love that as well. That one is a shiny, it just sucks the shiny, but yeah, the evolution looks better as a shiny. And then the next one, Gustavo. If you get the reference, then you're awesome. Okay, what else? This one, Ashley Camerupt. One of my many shiny Latios. That's another shiny Latios. That's another shiny Latias. And this one, what else is here? The shiny Doggos. Really nice. The blue is popping out really neatly in Generation 3. Shiny Vulpix. What else? This shiny Bagon. This is not a RNG manipulated shiny. This one, I'm pretty sure it's hacked because it says found at level 2 or found with level 2 at Route 101. Like, nah. Obsidian, a nice shiny. Alright, and then there's even more. Only getting started here. Shiny Kecleon, I have multiple of those as well. Shiny Cast Form. This one is really neat, but it unfortunately once it evolves it becomes a bad shiny. Pesto, my shiny Spinda. Another shiny Smeargle. This beauty. Well, I mean, it's not a nice color of green, but at least there's a difference. I hate shinies where you barely can tell if it's a shiny or not. I think those are pretty pointless. Another shiny Ditto. Again, I have multiple. Out of curiosity, have you hunted any of the shinies in Gen 3 or have you instantly gone for RNG manipulation? I've gone for RNG manipulation. Hardstyle, that's a good name. That is also shiny, that is also shiny. This one from the Safari Zone. And that's one of the many that I have. A lot of them I have multiple times. Shiny Gengar, I unfortunately don't have a shiny Gengar on here. But once I start with RNG manipulation in Leaf Green, I'm definitely gonna have one. That is a 6 shiny. Can't blame me. I mean, it's so easy. Once you get it, you just get so many. Snubble. What else? This one. That one, another one. Alright, now I did transfer a lot of my competitive level 100 shinies to another save file. How close are you to the whole decks being shiny in Gen 3 then? Oh, pretty close actually, like 80% I think, or maybe more. If it's Hoenn only, yes. Kanto and Johto, not all. This one is one of my favorites. It has 4 perfect IVs, it's amazing. For my French Ruby. Such an amazing shiny as well. One of my favorite Latios shinies. That's a square shiny as well. If you see next to the number, if I put a square, that means it's a square shiny. So I'll remember. Bubblegum. What are you gonna do when you have every Gen 3 shiny? Good question. That's a really good question. Of course, this one is just a freaking flex. Because this one is from, the Rayquaza is from my French Ruby. And that one has 4 perfect IVs. It's a really neat train ID, secret ID combination. That depends. The combination that makes it like that determines the IVs and everything. And with a luxury ball, I mean, and a good adamant nature, it's just so wonderful, shiny. Another shiny Latios. Yes, I can RNG manipulate Generation 4 too. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stream that as soon as I get that 3DS capture card. I'm saving money for that. But, I mean, you said it on stream as well, right, Galax? It's really expensive. Another Groudon, just fantastic. Shiny Mew. On Emerald you can get Mew, and of course I RNG manipulated it. Here's my shiny Sceptile, really nice. It's a square shiny as well, and it has Hidden Power Fire. And here's Gustavo all grown up. Although I'm not really a big fan of that shiny, like barely. I don't really like... I like shinies that have a big difference. My Altaria shiny. And this one really nice pops with the colors. Yeah, 500 UK pounds. It's a couple of hundreds of euros here, so not that much better. And Lugia, that one is also really nice from Emerald. Lugia and Ho-Oh I have as shinies here. And they transfer, I mean, they are legit. And of course, shiny Deoxys as well. Really nice. Alright, and then there's more shinies in here. Lantern you've seen, this one you've seen. What else? Oh yeah, Shouse. Another shiny Swampert. Those are the Colosseumons, the Clone of Mars. Another Ninja. No, Ninja Tome is the... Munja is the French name of that. That one again. That one again. Magenta, I know. Comedy genius. Australian. Also, if you know that reference, you're awesome. Oh, I have two Magentas here. Oops. I make a backup clone of everything. Like, there's a cloning glitch in Emerald, and I make backup clones of every shiny. And usually, you know, with donations, when someone donates to my stream, I'll give them the link to all of my shinies, like a Google Drive, and then I'll clone them, and I'll trade them over so they'll have a shiny. It's kind of like a thank you for supporting me. Multiple shiny magnets. Alright, another shiny Puzzle, shiny Minun as well. Shiny Registeel, that's a really neat one, and a Netball. That was hard to catch. Voltorb. Well, this one you've already seen. I got this one as well as a shiny several times, and also the evolution, and also two shiny Pikachu. This one as well. This one's named after a viewer of mine because he insisted. And yeah, of course I have multiple. Jirachi is not shiny, but it's like from the channel event. And then even more. This one, really nice. Horsey. And the evolution. All of its evolutions. Shiny Electric looks so nice in Gen 3. Yeah, some shinies look much better in this generation than later. Shiny Remoraid, shiny Meryl, shiny Phoebus. I did multiple Phoebus Friday fishing streams. I also have multiple shiny Milotic. This is just one of them. And the Goldines you've already seen. Shiny Clamperls. I have like way too many of them. It's a really neat shiny though, I gotta say. Of course, those two. What else? Shiny Duck. Okay, Magikarp isn't that really, I guess, impressive. Shiny Relicanth is really neat. I really like that one. I have it from different games here. Love Disc with Scenes. Kyogre, I love that shiny. Give me all of the pink shinies. I love them. Well, I've got clones of them. Oh yeah, that one is also shiny. And this shiny. And if it evolves, that looks really neat with the purple stripe. And there's Mr. Magenta again as a Mudkip. What else? Oh yeah, the Flying Box. Well, the Rayquaza you've seen. And the Lugia clone as well. Another one, Swablu. This one, a minimal shiny, but I think it still looks good. Shiny Hoot Hoot. Shiny Noctowl. This is also one of these nice shinies. Another shiny Altaria. Another shiny Gyarados. Another shiny Gyarados that you could catch at level 7. I did not hack. Like, one of my games gives me a frame where I get a shiny at level 7. I'm not kidding. Like, I got it. Just keeps on going. Oh yeah, and that's just one game. Like, I have Sapphire and 2 Rubies where there's even more shinies. Someone said they like shiny Regice. Well, here it is. As opposed to normal Regice, shiny Regice. I have multiple shiny Regice, but they're on different save files now. This one. I think you got more shinies in just this Gen 3 file than I have gotten on Scarlet and Violet. Could be, yes. Could be. But to be fair, I mean, I don't see RNG manipulation as cheating because I'm not using like something like action replay. I'm not changing anything. I just figured out the math behind the generation of Pokemon. I wish to never see shiny Regis again. Alright, Galax. Got a personal vendetta against shiny Regis. Is it? There has to be a story behind this, no? Hey there, Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I actually was about to end the stream. And then Galax here, another streamer. Definitely check out his channel if you like Pokemon shiny hunting content. He raided me, which is really amazing. And now I'm just showing off, a bit of flexing, you know? A little bit of flexing before we end the stream. And that shiny... What else we got? Shiny Shuppet. Oh, you're cheating, get over it. Math is not cheating. Shiny Banette. Makuhita and Hariyama. Oh, you just woke up from a nap. My longest hunt ever, 60k encounters. Oh, that's a lot. Sword and Shield was traumatized by that chunk of ice. Okay, nah, I get it. I definitely get it. That one looks really neat. That shiny looks really not so good in the newer games. In the old games here, the red really pops out. What else do we have? This one, and this one, and this one. And another one. Math is racist. Oh, in America, a lot of things are apparently racist. Thanks for fighting with me, Jack. Well, you got... Oh, yeah, who won? I actually didn't catch up. Who won? It's another clone of my Mew. And the Oxys. Shiny Natu, Shiny Zatu. Shiny Lunatone, Moonshine. The blue eyes are really, really nice here. And the sun equivalent I also have. Another Giraffaric. Shiny Abra, which kind of sucks, honestly. Well, this one looks a bit better, but still. And this shiny Chimecho, or Chimecho, I actually don't know. Another shiny Latias, I think that's just, yeah, that's just... Jonna, another shiny Latias. Well, one battle, he won 2 battles, we're fighting another battle. Shiny Ralts is very popular among viewers. Male and female. So when a lot of people donate and they tell me very often I want a Ralts, I always have to say, do you want a Gardevoir at the end of it or do you want a Gallade? Because I can give you both potentially. And yeah, that is it for this box. And yeah, those were the shinies. Gonna have to head out. Both my girlfriend and I have caught the flu. Oh no! Get well soon, Galax. Kinda dying. Oh yeah, flu is no joke. Hope stream goes well. An awesome collection. Have fun, everyone. Well, I'm actually also going to end the stream because I've been streaming like half an hour past it because of your rate. But yeah, I just had to flex a little bit with the shinies just to show what RNG manipulation can do. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for being part of the stream. I really appreciate it. And I hope I see you on the next stream. So until then, have a good one, goodbye, and good night.